where are we, Jessica Jones?
We are having a pajama party in my living room.
Woo!
You can clearly see it because of all the Taylor Swift.
Listen, well, I am Callie.
I'm Jessica.
And we are Reality Check Las Vegas. All right, so like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We're just kind of going to get into it because you've had some adventures, and then there's kind of been some, town drama.
Yeah.
And then I also came up with my own Bruno Mars conspiracy theory.
Oh.
Listen,
that was kind of when Pinky Ring got built. Everyone was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah, I got it. It kind of goes with that theory.
Yeah,
but Pinky Ring's not. I mean, it is. But anyways, we'll get it all into it. All right, Jessica, you've had some fun adventures.
Yes.
You went to the Strat. You saw Corey.
I saw Corey Michaela's.
Yes. How was that? You haven't seen him in a while.
It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I was also once again in the middle of my 12-day work week. So I went on my night off, and I was extremely tired, but I was 100% not missing Corey, because the last time he was here was January of last year. So
that's insane.
Yeah. So it was cool. I met some of his friends, and we told the story about when we went to the pool and this dude refused to get out of the pool. And for some reason, Corey was able to bring up the video that he took, and the one I also sent him from. I was like, Corey, how do you still have that? And he was like, oh, well, because I don't delete anything. I was like, all right. And it was pretty fucking funny. So we were sitting with his friends, and I love LA Comedy Club because they just treat me like VIP in there. Yeah. Mike Krasner, who we all love, was bartending, and I was like, I never see you anymore. And he's like, well, go in on Saturdays and you're not there. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, that's true.
That checks out.
Yeah. But yeah, so his openers were so funny. I was deliriously tired, so I can't actually tell you who they were. But they were really good. They were. I mean, I was crying laughing. The lady next to us was just like looking at us with what the I'm like, what? You're at a comedy show, there are still those people that go to comedy shows just to sit there and
I don't even know why they're there.
Yeah,
bitch, stay at home. If you're gonna be grumpy, just stay at home.
Yeah. So then Corey gets on stage, and he was just great. He told his substitute teacher stories.
Yeah.
And he's just like, some people should just not be substitute teachers. I'm one of them. I just put on Tiger King and let it roll. That's what, and it's so funny because his friends were like, so how did you and Corey meet? And I was like, on TikTok during the pandemic.
That's right. I was like, how did y'all meet?
Yeah, because he did our show.
Yeah.
So
and he also called in on one of the Britney episodes.
Yes.
When we were on KCOR. That's why.
Yeah. So
that was a long time ago.
It was, but it was because he did that TikTok. He was like, don't you guys think it's weird that we're gonna have grandmas named Britney? My grandma Britney says, I'm a slave for you.
He's a really funny comedian. He's really good.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Because one of his friends asked me if I was Corey. I was like, oh, you're Corey's girlfriend. Like, no, the fuck, I'm not. I'm good. I love Corey, but not that much. But no, so he only does that joke for me though. He doesn't do it anywhere else.
That's funny. He just knows it's your favorite.
He knows that's my favorite joke. So whenever I'm there, he adds that.
Yeah.
Adds that in.
It's a lot of fun.
So when he was telling that, he was setting up for that joke, and I looked at his friends and I was like, here it is. This is my favorite joke. And they're like, how do you know? I'm like, dude, I've known Corey 5 years now.
I was like 5, 6 years.
I've seen him every year. And it was so funny because normally we all go out and party after. Yeah. So I got all dressed up, did my hair and makeup, and wore new clothes, and I was just I was like, I'm going out, right? Yeah, I hadn't done that in a while. And so after the show was over, I gave Corey a big hug and was like, love you, buddy. I'll see you in another 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, are you leaving? I'm like, yeah.
I'm tired, boo.
He was like, but you always, yeah, I know. I always stay and get drunk with you. 100% every single time. But I was like, I got to be at work at 9 a.m. for day 7.
Well,
but it was a good time. And then the funny thing was, so I'm walking. I don't know if I told you this story, but this is how deliriously tired I was. So I'm like coming out of the comedy club and I'm like going up that ramp, into the casino area. And Carlos, who's one of our comedians who opens for Jay Reed, he walks by and he goes, Jessica Johns. And I was like,
God.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, hey, Carlos. What are you doing here? And he's like, oh, me and Jay Reed are doing the 10 o'clock. And I'm like,
checks out.
Cool. All week? Because if they were doing it all week, I was just going to go. Like one of those nights.
Yeah.
Actually, there was no other time for me to go other than that night. But I was like, I can't, buddy. Like,
as much as I was
I was like, I'm so tired. And I was like, I'm on, tomorrow's day 7. I've got a long week ahead of me. I can't. And he's like, all right. And now listen, Jay Reed is a tall, well, he's a little bit taller than me. He's not super tall.
Okay.
Because like Carlos is really tall. He's kind of like, I come up to his chin.
Okay.
But he is a very, very handsome black bald guy. Okay. Say that because while I'm talking to Carlos, I look over and I go, oh, there's Jay right there. I'm going to go say hi. And he was like, that's not Jay. And I'm like, what? And this guy starts walking closer and it's a tall white guy with brown hair.
Listen.
Carlos was like, go home.
Listen.
Go to bed.
Maybe the lighting was weird and your eyes couldn't reflect.
The lighting at the Strat is weird.
It is. Listen, I can't see in a dark room. So, like, especially with, like, weird neon lighting and stuff, I can't see. That's so funny. They were like, okay, Jessica, don't come to the show. Please get home.
Go to bed. We'll see you Thursday. It's fine. So I text Jay and I was like, hey, man, I just ran into Carlos. Just wanted to say love you. See you Thursday. He's like, you're not staying? I'm like, I just thought a tall, skinny white dude with brown hair was you.
So
he's like, go to bed.
He's like, please don't go to the show. Like, you need to get home safe. That's what's more important is getting home safe.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, it sounds like fun. I want to go to LA Comedy Store again because I haven't been in like so long.
And it was to see Corey last time.
Was it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I did the first times though.
Was that when they were? The last time you were there, that's when we got our college shirts.
Mm-hmm.
College, and like
a collage. Yeah,
but like
people give me so many compliments on that shit.
I love that.
They're like, it's so. I do too. And they're like, that's hilarious. I'm like, I know. It's a good pump.
Yeah,
it's a good pun.
So, but when you and I went, it was upstairs instead of downstairs, and it was a smaller club, and it only sat. Maybe...
Oh no, I was downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. It was like right through the entry to the side, but he was there because we went to. It was when you went on that.
Yeah, but that was
that date.
Yeah, it was that Bumble date, but it was like I had Callie be a third wheel on the Bumble date because there was.
He absolutely thought he was gonna fuck both of us. By the way.
Yeah.
Looking back at that, I was like, I probably should have met up with him somewhere else, but not the whole time.
Yeah, it was weird.
The whole thing was weird. He talked to me about his OnlyFans, so shout out if you're still doing it.
Yeah, but then we went to that's the thing is we went to PT's and we got and DJ. That's when I met DJ Sandu.
Yes!
Oh my God, DJ Sandu. Have you seen his videos? Like, because
he got popping off right now. Too.
He got roasted for his birthday.
Yeah,
and his roast videos are so good. Like,
he's a pretty good comedian too. He's pretty funny.
He's amazing, and
he's always performing around town too, right?
He moved I think he moved to like Texas or something,
makes
but
sense.
he moved out of Vegas, and I'm so upset about it.
No, I feel that.
But yeah, he'll come into Kimmel's occasionally, and
Yeah.
he'll do a set, and he'll come give me a hug, and like we'll like take pictures and stuff. But
he's
dude,
funny.
all the jokes that people make about him being a terrorist are so good.
Well, he has some video of his got like 2 million views.
Yeah.
Like something crazy, and we're like, yeah, finally, you're actually funny.
I think he's gonna be very famous one day.
I
think that's coming. That day is coming very, very
and especially
soon.
if he did end up in Texas, because that's where like Joe Rogan and
Yeah.
that's where like Your Mom's House podcast. Oh, Tom Seagal, not Tom Seagal. That is the karate fighting genius, Tom
Segura.
Segura. Yeah, Tom Segura is the guy who was talking about, and then Christine, his wife, and then like Kill Tony's there.
Oh yeah.
So like it is kind of becoming Austin's becoming the comedy hub out there. So I would not be surprised if he did make his move out there.
I think that I honestly, so that weekend is when I went up to the Strat pool, the bigger one, not the one that me and Corey went to last time. Like their main pool.
Yeah.
And that was during COVID. And it was me, Corey, and DJ. And DJ was trying to do something with a cherry and then a cherry stem, and we have video of it, and it was all fucking weird. What a great day that was.
Do you remember most of it?
I remember us being in the pool. And like, oh no, that was the day that after we went to the pool, we went back up to Corey's room, and we changed clothes, and we did the Trump and Biden thing, walking around. Oh my god, that was like he had his ride-in with Biden gear on, and he like looked all like stilly Democrat, and I looked like I looked like super. Yeah, I looked like.
It was like, funny, and they were walking around holding hands, so it looked like they were a couple.
Oh yeah, it was, dude. That was we did some TikToks outside, and like, oh man, that was because it was all about unity. Because it was like I adore Corey, he adores me. We're really good friends. We vote, and I felt like the whole point of that, because we felt like everything was so divided, that we wanted to make a statement.
Little did they know that it was already going to get worse.
Yeah. But that shit was so funny. Like, that was such a good time. But I mean, like, he literally just like, he's like riding with Biden, and he had like this hat on that said Biden 2020 or whatever. And I had my Donald Trump Jr. 2024 shirt on, and like,
didn't you have a flag or something?
I had an American flag thing, but it was like I still wear it. It's like a
the shawl thing.
It's like a shawl thing. Yeah. And I had my Trump 2020 hat on, and it like it was a visor. So it wasn't just like a hat, it was a visor. Like, we full on like looked the part, and we held hands walking all around the Strat trying to get
Listen, it was pretty funny.
It was good.
You'll have to repost those.
Yeah, I gotta find those.
I'll have to put them in like a break here.
Yeah,
right here, and I'll add them up.
That'll be something I do later.
But you also went to T-Bone by Rock?
Yes. I'm going to do some editing on that.
I was just going to talk about only the good parts.
They have a really good happy hour.
Yeah.
Their cocktails on happy hour were like I had one, it was called the spa treatment, and it was gin, Cointreau, lime juice, and cucumber.
Okay.
And it was martini, and it was really good. And that was my initial order.
Yeah.
But then my Vicks regulars took me to dinner, and we sat at the bar, and Renee just kept ordering stuff. And I looked at James, and I was like, what's going on? And he's like,
she's hungry.
I don't ever know what's going on. I don't know. She just orders, and I just sit here, and then I pay.
What a dream. What a fucking dream come true.
Like, it was
That's
awesome.
the marriage I want.
Like,
shit.
It was so fun. So, but then James orders an old fashioned, and I was like, ooh. And he's like, well, what kind of old fashions do you have? And they were like, well, we have this one. It's pre-batched, but we smoke it, and it's with Woodford and like a butter kind of syrup.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
and so it had like a soft, like buttery flavor to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had the ice cubes that had the monogram in them.
Yeah,
which I want to do.
Listen, you have opportunities now.
Yes, but also yes, I want to get some of those kits. Like you can get like the ice trays online.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of that stuff is just like online.
Like I could literally get like ones that have like RC LV or whatever on them, and I could and then we could just have like our cocktails with our reality check Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Like there's all these kinds of things that but I'm just like looking at I look at different things like that, and I'm like, dude, we can do these things. So yeah, it was absolutely delicious.
Good.
And then so for food, we got, oh my God, what did we get? Oh, we got shrimp tempura.
That looked good.
Dude, it had all the sauce. It had sauce on it.
Even I don't eat like seafood or shrimp or anything like that, but I wanted to try it. I was like, I'll take a nibble off of that. That looks good.
I honestly think with the sauce and everything on it, like, I think you would have liked it.
Yeah, I get wigged out by the texture.
No, it was because it was fried. It was like deep fried and and it wasn't the kind of fried that like when you take a bite, then like
it's just like
it falls out. No, it was like
nice and crispy.
Oh, so good. The sauce was so good. And then we got lobster rolls.
Ooh.
And the bread was toasted, like, and it just was very like it was buttered and toasted.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I feel like I'd fuck up a lobster roll.
Yeah, and then we got ahi tuna tacos. Like all these things were on their happy hour.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got ahi tacos, and then she ordered a hearts of palm salad. I got what was called the kitchen sink Caesar.
Okay.
And listen, some places, including Vic's, make their Caesar salads and don't put enough dressing on it. So you're having to ask for more dressing. And some people don't like all the dressing. I love all the dressings. Like give me extra. I'm always like asking for extra dressing. So I thought for sure I was going to have to ask for extra. Nope. Really? It was nice and like lots of dressing.
I love a good Caesar salad. I eat it every single day. I'm not even exaggerating.
The cheese, like lots of like shredded Parmesan the Parmesan cheese was like all there was tons of it. It was so fresh. It had hearts of palm, which I've never tried before.
I've never had hearts of palm either.
They are good. They're good. And then it had bits of like crab and shrimp in it. It was and tomatoes. My God, everything was so good. We just kind of all put everything on plates and like shared.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Like I'm like getting full, and like I order another cocktail. She orders another cocktail. We're just sitting there talking, and then all of a sudden I look over at James and I'm like, did she just order something else? And he's like, again, I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know what's going on.
What a dream. That's all I want. I just want to go to a restaurant and just order whatever the fuck I want.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
so she ended up ordering a medium rare prime rib. And then nice so they bring it, and I love Renee because this was awesome. She sends it back, and we're like, what was wrong with it? She goes, oh no, I just kind of wanted it like sliced up so that we could all share. So they sliced it in a whole bunch of pieces.
Y'all, she couldn't.
Listen,
or you know what? I don't know.
Whatever.
She spent a lot of money on food.
Yes, it was expensive.
I bet.
And then it came in like a separate. The mashed potatoes came in like a separate plate, kind of like at Mayfair.
Oh, okay.
Like in its own little thing.
Yeah.
So
a lot of places do that.
So good.
Yeah.
And then it came with 4 different kinds of horseradish.
Oh.
So you had creamy horseradish. You had raw horseradish.
Ooh.
I can't remember what the 4th one was, but the 3rd one was a chipotle horseradish.
Oh. If you like horseradish, that's probably pretty good.
Oh my God. Oh no, I think there was like a butter or something, but oh my God, it was so, dude, they're on their game.
Yeah.
They're on their game.
And that's a station casino, right?
Yeah, that's Red Rock. Yeah.
So like they love locals. So they always try to do a good happy hour. So, I mean,
their craft cocktails were like $8.
That's what I mean. Like, they have really good prices on drinks and stuff. I mean, their food is probably
Their food was, well, those, I mean, you don't get a whole lot. I mean, like the lobster rolls, there was only like 2 of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were like $15. But I mean, lobster rolls.
Yeah.
Lobster rolls are expensive.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's a great deal in my opinion.
yeah.
So I mean, we've been talking about this, but like we want to explore these station casinos more and more too, like just see what we can have to offer or like what there is to offer because we always have such great food and like there's so many people that don't want to go to the Strip or don't want to go to Fremont or like don't want to do all of that we can just, you know, we'll figure it out for you.
Yeah.
So that's also something we really want to do too, but I can't wait to explore Red Rock. I went there to see My Chemical Romance once. That was cool.
I want to go, I want to try their oyster bar because I know that the Palace Station one is super popular.
Yeah.
It's so popular that I tried to go at 11 o'clock at night and there was still a 30-minute wait.
Too busy. Yeah, there's apparently
on a Wednesday.
Even the one by my at Sunset Station, the one over there, I heard that one's really good too. I don't know as good as Palace Station, but they have an oyster bar in there that like
Red Rock's got an oyster bar.
Really
you know who else has an oyster bar is the Orleans.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
So I'm like, now I want to go try theirs.
Listen, I don't even know. Once again, don't eat the seafood, don't eat the fish. So like, I don't even know if I
mean, I have to put tons of lemon and horseradish
to do it. I don't know. You can't convince me to try it.
But
there's very little things I'll try. I'll try a little bit of everything. I truly will anywhere I go. But it's hard to convince me when it comes to oysters or grouse.
Yeah, it took me a long time. I went to Nora's. Did we already talk about
Nora's? We did. Last episode.
Oh man, their mussels.
Oh. Yeah, you said those were
I almost just want to go to Nora's and sit at the bar and order the mussels.
I mean, hey, our options are endless.
Just sit there and eat mussels.
It sounds like we just want to go and eat good food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, we just need to, because I'm not going to lie, last time we did a birthday thing, we went out to a Mexican restaurant, which we were both saying we wanted to go to. Like, oh, we've seen this place we want to go to. And I am always down. But it was just like, eh.
It was very mid.
Very.
And it was like expensive.
It was appropriately priced for the area, but not for the food. I mean, for the area, you're not going to find any food cheaper than that. I mean, you will, but like what they were trying to present was not necessarily what they were. I don't know. Ever since I went to Lisa Vanderpump all those years ago at Caesar, and I saw how many fake flowers were in her restaurant, which I get it. You can't maintain that many flowers, but at the same time, it just like put this weird like damper in my opinion. So now every time I see fake flowers in a restaurant, I'm like, I bet you guys suck. And so far, it's been like 3 out of 3. So like, I mean, I also have like a
theory on like if you have fake flowers in a restaurant,
it's like a lot of them, like as your decor.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the decor has to like primarily drag people in and not the food, I get worried, especially recently. But then there's like, we want to go to Green Valley Ranch, and there's a restaurant in particular that we're like excited to go to, and that's all they are. So I mean, like I fall for it every time. I still spend my money there. It's okay.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, there's a bunch of places.
Like, I want to kind of bar hop around GVR. Like, each get a cocktail, and we'll, like, split an appetizer.
Yeah.
Just one. We'll pick one thing.
Yeah.
And then move on to the next.
Yeah, we can have, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one water, one cocktail, and then other bar, and whatever. Yeah, we'll switch back and forth, share. Yeah, because I was thinking about that, too. I was like, if we were to bar hop 4 different places, I can't drink 4 drinks. I cannot drink 4 drinks. Like, I can drink 2, and then... So it's like, I don't want to do that. So it's like, that would make more sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm down to split a cocktail.
Yeah.
We do that all the time.
Yeah. Vegas drama. Vegas drama.
I was just saying that, like, I'm a little shocked about Born and Raised.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it used to be on the Link Promenade, not the Link, sorry. It was on the Bally's Promenade with the Grand Bazaar shops. And it was right next to Fuel Bar.
Oh, is that where it was?
Uh-huh.
I was trying to figure out, because there's one in Henderson, so I was like, am I driving past it all the time, too?
I think that's the one that's gone.
It said it was open on Google, because I looked up, because I was trying to see if there was more people, because I swear that I have seen people complain about them before.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying to find, like, Reddit posts or even TikToks, but
I mean,
they weren't there. But you saw a post
Mhm.
on the bartender's Facebook page that was like, hey, I'm looking for a lawyer. They owe me and the employees that they fired thousands of dollars.
Mhm.
So, I mean, and if she, I mean, that bartender's page is for bartenders to like find work,
Mhm.
to help each other like build or whatever it is to
Mhm.
promote. So, like, this person wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't, they were genuinely looking, I mean, unless they're trying to cause a stir, but like, I feel like they could
No,
do
because
other things.
other people in the comments were like, yeah, they owe me this and they owe me that, and like they just.
Really?
I wonder if like maybe Google hasn't like updated it yet.
Maybe, or somebody hasn't updated the Google yet.
Yeah, because I bet if you called them, there's no one's gonna answer.
I thought they closed down.
Yeah, that's what the post said, didn't it?
I don't remember anymore. I was trying to find
If they owed people like a lot of money. I mean, there was a class action lawsuit against Fine Entertainment. That's why I'll never work at a Parkway. Because Brittany was part of those too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Fine Entertainment owned Chayo, and
whoa.
Remember how when Chayo got bought out by that company that owns Diablo's Cantina?
Yeah.
And my paychecks went up from like $250 every 2 weeks to like $500.
Yeah.
With the same hours.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's suspicious. And like, I wasn't the only one. Like, I went to Chad. I talked to a few people, and I was like, did your paychecks go up? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, did you get a raise? No. Nobody got raises. Nobody changed hours.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. I think that a lot of they took money out of our checks. I still think they took money out of our checks to pay for that stupid bar crawl.
Do they still do that?
No,
they don't. I swear I saw a post about.
There's the Royal Crawl, and you have to pay for it. It's prepaid for. It's It's like $60 or some shit.
I don't even know if that would be worth it in the Link Promenade.
No. We stopped doing it because we just didn't have time for it. Also, I was on the verge of getting fired for it because I fucking hated it.
Well, no one tipped.
Well, nobody tipped, but also like people would come up to the bar. Like I'm like 3 deep. I have people that are like only have like they want to get drinks before a show that they have to go get in line for in the next couple minutes. And then you have like, but then you had the bar crawl people come up and demand their drink. And they're like, why isn't she serving us? And it's like, you have 2 more hours. These people have 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'll get to you. Come back. Go and come back. Hit up another bar. Come back. You know? So when we started adding more and more shows, they just took it away because we just didn't have the time.
That's interesting. Also, because it's weird too, because it's like, it's a bar crawl. Just go somewhere else and come back. Like the line is still there. You can't just skip the line.
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem worth it down there.
No.
Because what do you got? Americana?
Chris Loudon told me he'd never allow that if it ever came to it and they were doing it, they wanted to do it with Vex, and he was like, fuck no.
Well, it doesn't really make. I mean, it just to me, it's like I can see how that might work in like Container Park.
Yeah, but you know those bartenders would never do it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's too many crap cocktail bars over there. Fuck no.
Yeah. Like I could see if it was a part of like the shopping cart ride.
Yeah.
Like the shopping cart stops you at a couple bars and you pick up some drinks and whatever, but but I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm not surprised these people owe everyone money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not surprised at all.
I mean, they have to be closed. You know, because like remember what happened with the Palms, like with the Palms pool? The Palms pool closed.
Mm-hmm.
And people went to work and there was like a sign on the door.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, like everybody went to work and there was a sign on the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's like, I don't know. We see more and more of this, and it's Vegas, and I see like because Vegas is in a slow cycle right now.
Yeah.
Because even like when I was updating or when I was editing and a couple resumes and stuff, I noticed that people always get hired in Vegas in June, like around June. It's like, yeah, you have to look at yours. It's always June. It's really weird. It's like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, it's interesting because like now is the slow season in general, I feel like.
Yeah.
And because even MGM is slow as hell right now. MGM can barely give people hours. That's wild.
Well,
but
MGM and their parking.
they have better parking than Caesars. You get an hour free. Caesars, you don't.
3 hours for locals.
3 hours for locals, but only an hour for non-locals. That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
where you don't even get free at Caesars.
I was referring to the $50 charge.
Well, that was only because Lady Gaga was performing at Allegiant.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that happens on events, but that's only.
Yes, but it was per person, not per car.
Was that per person?
Remember, because Christina was telling us?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because, yes, Tape Phase is at MGM.
Tape Phase is at MGM. So her and Sam were pulling in, and they tried to charge them $100 for both of them.
His face is right there.
It's right there.
It's right there, ma'am. Can I please go to my fucking show?
Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, we might see Tape Phase soon.
Yep, we're going to see. Yes. Waiting for Christina to get back from foot surgery, but yes, we will.
Girl's going through it.
Dude.
Her foot's going through it, so goddamn. Some exciting things coming to Vegas,
yeah,
though.
Lots of exciting things. Backstreet Boys at the Sphere.
Yes, that's coming.
July 11th.
11th. I always think you guys are going to 12th. I don't know why.
Well, so here's the thing: is I'm going on the 11th. Crystal is going with me on the 11th. Crystal and Jasmine are going on the 12th.
Oh, okay.
They also have this thing, like they're thinking about doing all the extra stuff that Backstreet Boys are doing.
Okay.
There's like a lunch with Howie situation.
Okay.
Before that, and then there's also like the after party where they're all sitting around a table and you can ask them questions, but none of this has there's no booze or food or anything like that involved. And I think one of them you have to buy bottle service or whatever. So she's like, okay, guys.
Okay.
And then New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. Real quick before that, have you seen Nick Carter recently?
No.
He looks so skinny.
Oh, yeah.
He looked just like Aaron Carter, and I was like, is this?
Should we be worried?
Yeah, is this Ozempic?
Maybe. Amanda Bynes is doing Ozempic.
Well, I'm just going to let Amanda Bynes do what she feels like she needs to do. I'm not going to comment. I'm going to let her do exactly what she needs to do. I'm just like, girl, you do you. You want to go on Ozempic? You go, girl. Yeah, he just looked really thin. He just looked like Aaron Carter, and that kind of freaked me out. I think it was like one of those, like, don't die.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. New Kids on the Block.
The New Kids on the Block, I believe they're at MGM, right?
I don't know. I think would that be true? MGM
or Mandalay, or no, they're not at Mandalay. They're at is it?
I don't know. Looks like a big showroom.
They're at. It might be at MGM.
That would be like if it's an arena. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Or some kind of MGM property.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre was like at Eggworks.
Oh yeah, just chilling.
And he was like, man, this place is awesome, and it's like off the strip, and it seems like one of those spots that everybody knows everybody, and you just they always have regulars and this and that, and I'm like, does Eggworks know you're there?
I told Jessica probably not. Because all the young waitresses are just have no idea. It's I don't know, my uncle listens to you guys, my mom, I don't know.
If I were working at Eggworks and Joey McIntyre walked into the room, I would have lost my fucking mind. And I would have been like, don't you ever wish you were someone else.
I have a strange confession to confess. I fear I am a little bit too young for New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
It was a little bit too, like...
It was just past you.
Yeah, like, I was all about the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, but, like, even Backstreet Boys came out when I was, like...
I love you came too late. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
like, I was 6, you know what I mean? So, like, even that's why I'm like, if there's young kids working there, probably not, because I wouldn't recognize the poor man. Maybe I would.
When I ran into Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees, like, at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, now mind you, if I had been in Atlanta when I saw him, like, in Marietta, like, some random gym, I would have probably gone up to him and be like, oh my god, and, like, lost my fucking mind. But because we live here and that kind of shit happens all the time, he was walking out and I was walking in and I was like, hey man, it's 98 degrees and rising.
He was like, hell yeah, it is, brother.
Yeah. So he's like, you know who I am? I'm like, yes, Jeff. I'm like 30. I'm like, and it's so funny. I was like, we've been on Facebook for like 8 years now. What's crazy is our friendship came up on Facebook, and it said we've been friends for 14 years. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's another one on KCOR too.
Yes, we had Jeff Timmons on KCOR.
That was actually what got me to start with you. Because you were like, I don't want to do this interview alone.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do it.
We fucking have 98 degrees on the show. Like, what else?
I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
isn't that crazy? Wow, full circle.
And it only took like 5 years to get him on to go see 98 Degrees. But
have
yeah.
you seen them recently?
Yeah.
I'm having a brain fart. When did you see them?
Right before I left for the Eras tour.
That's right. I remember that now. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I think I was so focused on Taylor that...
Yeah.
There's a lot of Taylor Swift going on.
There was a lot of Taylor Swift going on.
How to keep up.
A lot.
How to keep up.
It was like, yeah, we ended up getting free tickets to that.
Yeah.
So I went, and like everybody that we knew, everybody I knew was sitting all around me too.
You were like, oh hell yeah.
You're like fucking like Michelle, like John DiDomenico's wife, was like right behind me.
I remember now. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I met Jeff, like, we started talking, we took pictures together, told him about our podcast, like all these things.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, good to meet you. Like, he introduced me to his kid. I'm like, good to meet you. And like, they left, and then I go to check in, and the girls behind the counter were just kind of like, is he like famous or something?
You're like, yeah.
Yes. I woke up to his face every single morning because it was plastered on my walls, like, my whole life. I don't like how, like, you guys don't know, like, how old are you guys? And they're like, we're 20. I'm like, oh, that's why. Like, okay, I got you. Like, they
Nick Lachey, come on, ladies. I mean, now they would know Nick Lachey because of, like, what is it, Love is Blind on Netflix?
Yeah.
So now they would know a little bit more, but still, it wouldn't be 98 Degrees. It'd be like Nick Lachey's boy band before Love is Blind.
Fucking wild.
Oh my goodness.
I still tell people that we go to O-Town every year, and some people are like, who? I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And then some people are like, there's still a band?
I get that more than not. After they go, who? I tell them, they're like, oh yeah, they still perform? I'm like, they do.
You know what I'm starting to wonder though? Like, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I have to think about when they got back together as a band. Because in 2019 when we went, because if they had been here before that, we would have gone.
Well, I think the only reason why we knew it only became on our radar was because of the rock thing that Fremont does.
Yeah, but if they had, I
don't think it would have been on our, that's what like, oh shit, O-Town's gonna be here. I think that's what sparked the oh shit moment.
But I don't remember them. Yeah, but I feel like
because we probably weren't advertised to, and especially then, the algorithm's all weird.
Because, like, when, anytime, like, 90 Degrees or any of those boy bands, like, announce something that, like, we were there for. Like, I was like, yeah, 100%. Like, let's go. So, because remember, like, 90 Degrees was at, like, GVR, like, and we didn't get to go, but they were there, and we were like, and then after that show ended, we were like, fuck, we should have gone.
I think that's what made us want to go to O-Town.
Yeah.
I think we were like, shit, we missed 98 Degrees. We can never say no to this again. And then we saw O-Town, so we're like, we can't say no.
But I'm also thinking, like, when did my point is, and I'm just saying this because I'm Delulu.
Okay.
But if they didn't come to Vegas before, but they always make sure that they're here once a year, do you think?
No, but that's
Okay.
okay. That's fun. That's fun fantasy, and that is fun. And
I mean, because
maybe we
I'm
can
always
revisit.
like, when's the Vegas show? When's the Vegas show? Because
Yeah,
they're always
I
announcing
think-
these shows, and I'm like, when's the Vegas show?
I think a lot of it too is that they're like,
they can't, because they can never find. They have a really hard time finding venues in
well,
Vegas.
everyone has a hard time finding venues, but I think also you have more people, like, because especially the first one that we went to, like the Pop 2K
That was
thing,
packed.
that was packed. So that was like an immediate success. They were like, look, we can sell shit out here.
Yeah.
Or we can bring an audience.
Yeah.
But also, remember when we went to Green Valley Ranch and it was a smaller crowd, not crazy small.
Well,
but smaller
the
crowd.
venue wasn't as big.
It was, I mean, but I will say I like that venue.
Because we were able to walk
venue.
around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I could sit on my hill and I could.
I kind of hope for that again, so that you
Me
and John
too.
can sit on the hill,
Yeah.
and me and Brittany can
'Cause
just
I
like
would-
be drunk up front.
That's what I mean, because like
Yeah.
I would like absolutely, it'd be so much fun. And then, but then when they went to Palms,
Yeah, that was
it just didn't. Well, it was raining too, so I kind of.
it was a weird crowd. It was weird because it wasn't
the stage they were supposed to be on.
no.
And it was raining, so they had to cancel. It was supposed to be at the pool, and so the vibe was off.
Yeah,
Where is it now this year? Virgin?
yeah.
I was gonna say
Where I
here.
met Trev. Well, not like I met him out in Fremont the first time, but that weekend
Yeah, they were staying.
they were staying there, and then me and Britt went and had drinks with Trev. So
full circle
moment.
That's in October, right?
Yeah, October 3rd, Mean Girls Day. So I'm definitely getting us shirts with that. I'm gonna see if I can get with that our photo that we took. That says like on October 3rd. Trev asked us what day it was.
I want it, and I want my whore jeans.
Yeah.
And with my fishnets. I got some whore jeans with fishnets. What was I gonna say? But so yeah, lots of fun things with big people. But you know who else I'm really excited to come to Vegas because she so deserves it because I missed it when she was here with Sarah Hester Ross.
Carissa Hendricks.
My Lucy darling. So I gotta say, I sent you her stuff, and I was like, "This is what Calithia dreams of being." I was like, "This is truly the wit, how quick it comes across, how elegant she is, even just like the hair, the dresses." I was like, "Damn, bitch! Not only has the same character, but is doing it 10 times better than me." I was like, "Damn!" And then her and Sarah. I mean, obviously we had been following her after that.
That's why. But here's the thing: is like with Carissa or like Lucy Darling. That's why I wanted you to have like a Calithia's roast room and just full on be that.
Yeah.
And then just roast the fuck out of people
all day long. I wish I could be that witty too, but like, so she's gonna come. She has her own show. It's gonna be at MGM Grand at the Underground Theater, July 30th through August 2nd, and then July 7th through the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
She has 7 p.m. shows, I believe, and 9 p.m. shows.
Where?
So, the Underground at MGM Grand.
That's crazy. She went from Composer's Room to MGM Grand.
Listen, I don't blame her.
That shit sold out in 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't sell out in 3 days. All 3 days sold out in minutes.
Yeah, well, because she posted the first one. Her and Sarah posted the first one, and that sold out quickly. Then the second night they had already planned, but that sold out quickly. And Composers was like, "Yes, please give me the sold out show."
Yeah.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited to see if, I want to go really bad.
I feel like that show could have gone all week and it would have been packed every night.
Yeah, exactly. And so, tickets start from $65 and they make their way up to $200.
Jesus, I paid $20.
Yeah, right. Well, I fear Composer's Room also wishes they can charge me $200.
Dude.
But yeah, I'm really hoping I can go. I don't know. You know what? I have a feeling she might be moving to town because she seems to be doing a lot of shows here.
Oh my God.
And like,
if girl gets a residency, you bet your ass we are
there.
100%.
There. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I really hope that works out. And like, yeah, I mean, Go to repair.
$55 is a whole lot of money.
I mean, yeah.
We don't even charge. We charge $40 for our tickets at Kimmel's. I mean, it's a bigger venue.
Yeah.
So I would, yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, like, I was like, wow, I don't know if it's 200 a table. Because it was a table. No, I think it's 200 a person, but it's not a table.
Because if you get like 200 a table, that's an easy $50 to split.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that would be like, oh, well, but yeah, I mean, I was kind of shocked it was at MGM Grand.
Yeah.
I
Good
was
for
like,
her.
oh, that's like kind of like a, not one that we hear often.
Yeah.
Like, definitely is not one I would have put on the bingo card, but Vegas is shocking me.
Yeah. Well, Sarah's still at New York, New York. She still sings at New York, New York.
The dueling piano bars.
Yeah. I love how she still does that because I feel like Sarah's so far beyond that and she still does it.
Yeah, I think she knows it's like her home.
Yeah.
You know? I know that, like, I had a friend go there once and they were like, you know, we waited a long time, but there was no music playing. But I don't know. It was like, it was weird.
Sarah's dates there are like,
I don't even think Sarah was there that day.
Yeah.
You know, so, but anyways, yeah, Tech Times, all that stuff. We'll probably put her social medias in the bio so you can find your tickets. Who else is coming to town?
Jolene.
Listen, that bitch. She said, "Hey, ladies and gents, I'm gonna be here in December. Now go buy tickets," and they did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, because my other best friend Crystal, she was like, she was full on prepared. That girl worked 35 days in a row. She's like,
oh my gosh,
I'm fucking going to Dolly, and I'm like, yes,
do that.
She's like, see you in December. I was like, sweet. So it's like I was gonna see her July, August, and December. Like, hell yeah, let's do this. So, so she sends me like she like gets her ticket or like adds her tickets to the cart, and then she fucking screenshots her weight, and it was like Eras Tour fucking numbers. Like she was number like 10,000 in the queue, and she's like, I have to fight another Great War. Like,
listen, World War I and World War II did come close together.
Yeah.
This is the same thing, different day.
This is the real World War III, us versus Ticketmaster.
I mean, truly, at this point, truly.
Because the fact that we're all buying tickets to go see shows in other countries because
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, and they have laws against everything Ticketmaster does.
Well, that's what I was thinking, kind of like, I mean, so yeah, tickets sold out within an hour. We're not even exaggerating. All the tickets sold out within an hour.
Yeah, because it took an hour to get through 10,000 people.
Yeah, and the tickets now, the resale tickets, which everyone's advertising like, oh, you can still go to Dolly. It's okay. You just have to get, the resale tickets. So yeah, they start at 1.7 thousand. And
$1,700.
$1,700 to $5,800, and $5,800 is like front row. But still, I mean, I love Dolly Parton, but like,
I don't love Dolly that much.
No.
Now, mind you, if Dolly brought like Miley Cyrus and they did a I'd pay for that.
I wouldn't pay that much
because she does the.
Well, honestly, yeah, because Miley never performs live because her voice hurts too much.
Yeah.
So.
Which is why this is what I think is hilarious right now. Beyonce fans are super pissed because, like, in France, she went to France, and she brought out Miley Cyrus.
Oh, and they're like,
because they have a song together, so she brought out Miley Cyrus,
yeah,
and then Jay-Z, and they did Crazy in Love and like all this stuff, all this Bonnie and Clyde and all that. And it was so funny the way the Beehive reacted. They're like, oh, well, fuck her because she didn't do any of that for us, so I'm not going, and this and this and this. And I'm thinking back to the Eras Tour and thinking about how she did an entire year of shows in the United States.
Yeah.
Released Tortured Poets and added it to the set list as soon as she started the tour back up. Not a single fucking person complained. Like we weren't all fuck Taylor Swift.
You know what I've noticed about Beyonce stuff though is like there's a lot of people like not necessarily complaining about it, but saying there's a lot of people complaining about it, and there's like 3 people actually like.
Yeah, because I keep seeing videos of people bitching about it, and I'm like, sucks for you, man.
Yeah,
like get tickets. I don't know.
Well, and also
that's what we did.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things too, where it's like, I guess you also have like a different demographic of like fan group and like fan base and all that other stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's also interesting because like a lot of fans also, started a rumor that Beyonce wasn't selling any tickets. And there was actually no proof in that.
Yeah.
Like there was no proof in that. Her ticket sales were fine.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it was she allowed the dynamic pricing.
Oh, did she? So people
were mad,
upset about it. Well, I hate to be like
because Taylor didn't allow the dynamic pricing, so the resale was like went up.
I see,
but like the dynamic pricing was like,
honestly, if you're not, I fear that you're not. If you want to go to a big concert in this country, plan on doing resales anyways. So the dynamic, whatever, doesn't really affect
because
me
it's
at
like
all,
it's all about like supply and demand. So if you get floor seats for 150, if you are lucky enough to get floor seats for $150, but there's in such high demand, then Ticketmaster will add that dynamic pricing for the next round of tickets. So
Beyonce was trying to get the money and not let the scalpers get the money. See, then I go, wouldn't we want to be on Beyonce's side then? Because then the artist gets all the money instead of the scalpers.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, there were still resale tickets, but it's like, say you and I are front row.
Yeah, it's just everyone.
Or like say you get your front row ticket and you pay like $150. Yeah, that's not a thing. I mean, but they did have Taylor Swift did have floor seats for $150.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to keep it on like the affordable
I got
side.
a Westgate rant that this brings it up. Continue. Go.
But it's like, okay, I like you and I like show up for a concert. We're in the same row.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, how much you pay for your ticket? And you're like, oh, I paid $150. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And you're like, well, how much did you pay? And I'm like, I paid $450. And you're like, was it a resale? No, I got it on Ticketmaster.
See, this is where I go. I'm getting raped, regardless.
Yeah.
I would much rather get raped by Beyonce or Taylor Swift than a reseller. So to me, I'm like, I don't care about that dynamic thing because I'm buying expensive tickets regardless.
Yeah.
So like, would I want to be raped with lube or not without?
Yeah, but the resale tickets were still happening and people were still, so either way, but it was just a matter of like.
Well, I guess that to me, I guess it's just like, it doesn't matter.
It's a catch-22.
Yeah. Like,
because you're making it more, and you're making it
okay to scalp these prices. Yeah. And also, I guess that could trigger inflation because the resales will also be high, which would then trigger the ticket sales to also grow higher. So it's like this constant battle of like, they're just battling each other and causing their own economy to go up, which then we go, smart business move. But it's just, all of it's a fucking scam.
Yeah.
All of it's a scam. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But the Westgate was where I was going to get really, I'm aggravated at Westgate right now. So they're advertising a once-in-a-lifetime Elvis show. Where
aren't Paige and Joey in an Elvis show though?
Yeah, but this is like where they actually recreate the Elvis show that was in the iconic theater. Okay. Yeah. So it's only one night. It was the start of Elvis's residency in 1969. They want people to dress up in that time era.
That's kind of cool.
They're going to do the whole entire. Yeah, they're doing the whole entire.
Did you see that video of like the Elvis impersonator that they have, and he walked by the Elvis portrait, and he looked exactly fucking like him?
Yeah, and so they're also doing his same set list from that night. Like they're doing the whole shebang, and so they're trying to teleport you, and they're like, tickets are on sale for $10. And I was like,
there's no way.
Okay. So I go, Mom, you've seen Elvis. Like she was in Vegas while Elvis was performing. So it's like, you've seen Elvis. Let's go to the show and I can do something fun with the show. Yeah. And like we can talk back and forth with it. Go online, $150. And it's the cheapest ones were $67. And I said, where are these $10 tickets? Westgate.
Why are they advertising $10 tickets?
Well, they said the show's $10. They said tickets are $10.
I would, a show like that, there's no way I would even.
Well, that's what I thought was weird, but that was like, it's only one day. It's like all this other stuff.
There's no way that show's $10.
But the Westgate itself made a TikTok saying it was $10.
I would go and make a video about the Westgate TikTok.
I was like,
I would go on TikTok and make a Westgate TikTok and like tag Westgate. Be like, this doesn't make any sense.
What? $10, brother in Christ? I mean, even if they said starting, where is it starting? Because I got nosebleed seats for $67.
Yeah.
Like,
did you get tickets?
No.
Oh.
No, because it was like for it was already going to be at like, the 7:00 show sold out completely, which I was like, okay, that makes sense. Especially at the time, I thought they were $10 tickets. So I was like, oh, this checks out. And then I saw the 9:00 show, and it was like $150 and da-da-da-da. Maybe the 7:00 show was the 10:00 ticket time.
I mean, if they went out and sell that, if they were gone that fast, then maybe. And then they were probably like, oh shit.
Well, they were. I don't know.
I mean, like Sarah Hester Ross and Lucy Darling sold out in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and their tickets stayed $20 the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I fear that. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little bit different, but actually, I don't think so. Just because it is just like a local show.
Yeah. That
I think would cater to more locals than tourists, especially a show like that. But
Sarah Hester Ross has doing a show, a new one.
Yeah.
I think it's almost similar to like the influencer show she did. I don't know. I have to look more into it, but it was like, or like she's going to different places that people are wanting her to go, or there's something.
Oh, that's cool.
Or something with it.
Yeah. I will say, so my Bruno Mars conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah.
Theory. Okay, so Bruno Mars supposedly is $10 million in debt to MGM.
It's so funny because when people talk about, because everybody talks about it.
Yeah.
Right? And then MGM's like, that's not true.
Well, they say it's all gambling debt. I think that $10 million has pinky ring debt in there. Because that was not cheap.
No.
I don't care what you can say. That shit was not cheap.
No.
And if Bruno Mars owed them $10 million and said, yeah, let me build a multi-million-dollar bar for you, there's no way that's happening. Like, this is not happening. I'm sorry. Vegas is dumb, not that dumb. So, but remember how he came out with he hasn't come out with an album at all. And when he does come out with an album, it's normally it's not under the Bruno Mars name. It's like, Smoking Out the Window. Oh, what is that fucking band name? What did they call themselves? You know the song, This Bitch Ain't Paid This Bitch Got Me Paying Her Bills, Paying Her Rent. It was Bruno Mars.
I don't listen to Bru.
And it was really popular, though, like a couple of years ago.
Dave Damiani, who's one of the performers at VIX. That dude went to see Anthony Jeselnik, and I was like, damn it. But he was like, yeah, we went to, like, he came in, and he was super hungover, and he was like, I went to Pinky Ring last night. And I was like, how was it? He was like, I was sitting at a table.
Yeah.
Had a nice booth by the door.
Yeah.
And Bruno Mars came in.
Yeah, he does it all the time. By the way, he's there all the time, guys. Even you can't have your phones in there. They take your phones because they want it to be an authentic feel. I'm excited for it. Give me an excuse.
Sabrina Carpenter might start doing that.
That sounds like fun. I'd do it. Bring it back old school. I mean, I don't think you could do it for a whole thing. But anyways, getting back to Bruno Mars. So Bruno Mars, he's not releasing any music under his name.
It's all under like a band name?
Yeah, it's under, I keep on forgetting this fucking band name. Now I wish we had your phone. So I think that he does owe money to MGM. And I have a feeling that they do take money off of his music because he might owe so much. So every time he releases something in his name, he doesn't get to get paid first. MGM gets paid first and his debtors get paid first. So if you write a song and not under the name of Bruno Mars, because I don't think Bruno Mars is his legal name.
So it's like a Taylor's version situation.
Yes, so he still gets to release music under a different. It's like a Prince. How he went under the symbol. Yeah. Which when all this was coming out, I was like, I wonder if Bruno Mars has to like release a record. Like, why is he in this weird financial hole?
I think that all the money that they're supposed to pay him to like show up at Pinky Ring is like they don't like. Yes, they pay him, but not really. Like,
well, I have a feeling Pinky Ring is like more of his baby, but like I have a feeling that because they don't allow phones and stuff, it's like I have to give a reason for this place to like be the talk of the town.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? Well, Bruno Mars shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how you do it.
I think that as part of his contract and like to pay down his debts, he's got to do
shows. I think his shows. I think he probably gets some money from it, but most.
I almost feel like it's like not really slavery, but I feel like it's
legal slavery.
Yeah, like you owe us all this money, so you're going to do all these things that we want you to do.
Yeah,
pay off your debt.
Because he was in tour out of the country, but like I even noticed, like I don't feel like he tours America often. Like he's in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like he's just in Vegas.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my conspiracy theory on Brew Brew. I think he is in a lot of debt. I wouldn't be surprised, but I also think that like Pinky Ring his shows, and that's why we don't hear any like Bruno Mars music.
You haven't been to one of those things in a long time either.
Which one?
With Maria.
Oh yeah, that's because they have lame artists.
Oh,
they change artists every year.
Well, they did Bruno Mars like twice.
Yeah, but he signed a 3-year contract.
Oh,
some money? Do a 3-year contract.
So you went to 2 out of the 3 of those?
Yeah, I went to 2 out of 3 of those, and then I saw him on my 21st birthday.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny because my whole life, like leading up to that, I was like, I refuse to see Bruno Mars before my 21st birthday because I need a drink in my hand and I need to dance.
Yeah.
And then he was in Vegas on my 21st birthday.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty cool. So yeah, I've seen him 3 times. I'd love to see him again. And every single time he performs too at Pinky Ring.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's like there performing and doing his shit, and I just want to see it. I want to experience the whole thing.
One of these days we will go. Like that's
when we explore Bellagio, we should go.
Yeah,
because we can. Mayfair's there. And then
God, I love Mayfair.
Pinky Ring up afterwards, party the night away, see some fountains, and go home. You know?
Yeah,
it'll be fun. That'll be when we explore Bellagio. But well, guys, I think that was our episode.
That was our show.
Oh, my goodness gracious. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave a comment, say hi.
If there's anything you want us to talk about, if there's anywhere you want us to go visit,
let us know.
Yeah.
We'll give you the real tea because it's not like these other people where we're like everyone goes to the same.
We're not going to the same places. Like yeah, like we'll occasionally go to those places, but like but if we do go to those places, we give like a real
review
and not like
bullshit.
Yeah, like oh, this is where you can go do this, you can do that. Like yeah, like you can. Yes, they do this, but like this is what we really experience.
Yeah,
because we're not getting paid.
No, we're paying people actually.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
Bye.